It's June 16th. I'm at the Battery and watching all the pretense. We got a combination of Crooklyn and 42nd Street SROs from the 1980s. And on a cloudy day you can't see because it's whited out the background. I'll turn it around. The buildings look kind of ominous. Ominous, that is, for the people who want to pretend the lights are on and the people are home and that this looks the way it's supposed to look. It doesn't. There's a couple lights on the office tower there on the right. People walking dogs, where do they come from? Where do they go? Oh, they live in the buildings and each one of them turn the lights off, or they're all at worky or something. Anyone tired of this troll crap yet? You should look across the river. That's really grim. Suppose I should add, this is obviously done to fight me. Build all kinds of stuff. Can't put anybody in them, it doesn't matter. You put stoppers at the gate, in this case security guards standing at the buildings, pretending that all kinds of people in there. Put a couple trolls outside with dogs or happy smiles eating stuff and not noticing, and suddenly, you know, 100 pretenders who are lying about stuff beat one truth teller and observer by not noticing and not coming. While I'm at it, I suppose I should say something. There's an Irish famine statue. I hate those things. The reason I hate them is because they're there to feed the false narrative of shame feeders. Oh sure, there was a famine and they came over. But Irishmen were always proud anger feeders, not shame feeders. Did the same thing to the Indians, by the way. That's basically how you take a nationality and queer it. I'm on the other side of the Battery fort now. There's another one. Looks like a bunch of sailors rescuing a man overboard and being really panicked or something. You know, as usual, one guy doing the work and two guys doing nothing. At least they're not posing with coffee. Maybe the duck has some insight. Probably more insight than the artist had. Pathetic sailors, what a concept. Alright, here I am down Lower Manhattan. I'm looking at the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, not wondering about immigration issues because as I look over at New Jersey, we have plenty of space for illegals to live. I think there are 10 lights on between all those buildings over there. No HVAC, no lights, and we're going to have some idiots come by and do the talk over behind me. Listen to this great conversation. Proves I'm wrong. Whoa. I just checked my timepiece and it's 9:11 in the morning. No lights on in that or that. It's none here. They put a couple of window washers up again. You know, it's the usual thing. And we got clueless criminal idiots running by, intermixed with some of our people. What do you want to be liberated from? I don't know, intended masochism of this narrative? It's the smiley faces that are really terrible. It's where anger really helps. Anger is, you know, you screwed up, therefore you were wrong. Shame feeders? We screwed up and pretend not. It's wrong, and we're pretending it's right. Something like that. I cover too much ground. I always have to sit down and write about it to remember exactly how to articulate some things. One out of about 15 apartment buildings that I was looking at empty today. There's some oppressed act walking by, me racist and stuff, and he doesn't notice his white oppressors are gone. Had a couple of those things, you know, you really buy this, you have to. We had you shut up or it's straitjacket time because we're in a red zone. Series of articulations. What's a red zone? Somebody want to tell me? Well, there's no such thing as far as I know. Anyway, what I wanted to point out is an insight into the real economy, according to, I'm sorry to my friends at MSNBC, but according to them and Fox Business. I wouldn't invest in Con Ed. It looks like nobody can pay the bills. Now, why is it that Con Ed is not going to show any results? Of a Wall Street analyst box counting. I mean, it's equivalent to what it is. I'm just counting lights on it, not many. So how many light bulbs are required to be on in order for Con Ed to be solvent? I'll tell you, it's more than 20. The other side of the World Financial Center now, about to get onto the train in probably, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. You notice all the lights are off everywhere. They're off here too. The new Goldman building had all the lights on, but nobody above the 4th floor. They had one skid on the 4th floor, that was it. These buildings are pathetic. There's a light on in that building on the 4th floor too. Another one on about the 11th and 12th floor in that building. It's a sign of just how much they really hate me, by the way. I mean, it's pretty obvious. How can you walk around doing hissy fits in front of empty buildings for 17 years unless you hate someone? Hated me for 7,000 years. What's another year? What do I do? Or another 10 minutes? Or another decade? Does it really matter? This is a gift. That's how I look at it. And if other people can look at it and understand it the same way, it's a gift to them too. We'll never see it again quite this way. There's really no win for them. Turn the lights on, there's nobody looking out the windows. Leave the lights off, well, at least you can't see there's nobody in the buildings. Pretending around this isn't just hatred of me, it's a whole bunch of self-contempt. Comes from one me. It's kind of ironic and humorous to say so, folks, but the answer? Anger and terror. That'll help. Well, this shame stuff is really, I mean, look at it. It's pathetic. Here I am looking at Ground Zero. Same thing, a couple buildings have lights on. It's really pretty grim. When I was talking about terror, I was talking about fear of screwing up. The psychological version of what it is. Not the moron version, which is, you know, this stuff. Moron terror is moron terror. It's really the war on moron terror. We're going to be fighting against. I don't know how to work in with narrative. I mean, I got some video here that just kind of says what's what. I've got to really think about following other people's lead and stick to my knitting of psychosociology and being pals with Big Brother. I suppose I should add that it's probably an unintended irony that the American Express building, a company that forced me into bankruptcy even though my bills were paid, sits right next to this place. Probably unintended. Bicyclists, they're keeping fit for what purpose? Do they really live on the planet? I am back at Lake Obama. See the steam coming out of there? There's one coming out of the lower building. It's probably because it's a heat beacon area around Trump Tower. It's really ridiculous. I remember the time I went into the plaza, the 17th floor. That was kind of fun. It's an attic. Priciest apartment space in all of New York, and guess what? Nobody home except the cobwebs and the windows open too. As far as my friend, Big Brother, wanting to talk to Obama, I don't care. I think it's kind of funny. I'd have learned my MO. Who knows? I'm not even going to ask. Later is at Times Square looking at the NASDAQ market site. And given what we saw today with all the buildings empty, I saw some real estate guy, I can't remember which one, out in front of the Peninsula Hotel. He was put out there to, you know, say he saw the video I took this morning. What's the stock market for? Well, I'll tell you. It's for sending symbols and messages to each other. It's for a high level of intelligence, relatively speaking. The people who are in there actually show it. And it's also to show that there might be an economy, and if there were, then what it would look like. That keeps brains active. That's how I look at it. Here I am later at Federal Hall, across from the New York Stock Exchange. Let me flip the camera. What is all this stuff? Where are they really from? Where do they stay? Oh, people who work and live. They seem to be in the buildings, living there or working there. It's amazing. Go inside the New York Stock Exchange, I already know it's Showtime. I see it quite often on TV, isn't it? How about this stuff outside? Back in my hotel room, I just wanted to add the funniest thing today was I walked past the Fox News studios just before 12 o'clock, and the news ticker was stuck and said something about Amazon.com and 134. 134 is my apartment number. It was on there twice. I guess they got the news. I wonder if they reported it.